We are not here to be formal. There have been enough funerals.
Did you know? I was just turning to say something to Air the other day. Before I remembered, she was no longer there.
Fletcher.
I didn't know Chance for long, but he seemed like a good man.
Terrible taste in furniture. He always smothered everything in gold. I'll miss hearing him complaining that I complain about it.
The diamond, the entire city feels so empty. I wonder if it will ever not feel that way.
I'm only a visitor, but I don't think Treviso will stay down for long.
I'm told we are a charmingly stubborn people.
The Blight, that is the problem. But you did fight it back. If we did it once, we can do it again.
Let's hope there is something in that.
When did you get here?
A while ago. I was reading the letters. Messages for loved ones. Prayers to the Maker. A few letters are to people I would have liked to know again.
All these words for the dead. Do you believe anyone or anything sees them?
After I was captured by the Venatori, I would have said no. How could the Maker or any power permit what happened in that place? After all we have seen, I still don't know who, if anyone, hears our cries. But now, I hope they do.
Who else did you lose in Treviso? Other crows?
A few. Not all were crows. Some just lived daily lives in the city. Local merchants, people who put out the morning coffee as we headed to bed. After the ossuary, I wanted to walk by and see them again. As if I could return to where I left off.
Is there anything else we should say?
I did mention this isn't formal.
But we should do something.
A toast, then. Something we promise the dead we will think about over drinks to come.
The time they bought us. The world will build with it.
Neither will go to waste.
The crows rule Antiva, and tonight we mourn with her.
Hay otra misión más. ¿Qué hace una estatua de lobo terrible ahí?
There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
You ever been back to Voldorma?
No. You?
Once or twice. Wasn't the same.
Hay lunares.
Move now. To you.
We're clear. I think that art merchant with information on the Antom lives near here. Hello? Are you all right?
Anton sent me up in my own gallery. Then the brute left to get more reinforcements against a single woman. Would you be a dear and clear away all the refuse by the door?
Didn't know the Antom had such strong opinions on art.
¿Por qué le pega arriba?
Done.
I'll unlock the door. Come in, please.
My saviors, welcome!
Viago said you had information on the Antom. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antom are up to.
A ver, tiene cosas.
I'm in your debt. Please, look around.
Ese ya lo habíamos comprado también.
I hope dear Viago can make next week's exhibition.
All right. We should talk to the market master if we want to learn why Antom are stealing pieces of art.
sighted on the left. Other
Hello?
injuries on the right. Don't
This
let the
might
blight
sound
spread.
strange, but I was told you might know about Antom stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stores. You might learn something about our Antom art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
Hardly got any sleep last night. Just the thought of living next to the blight.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Barely any customers today.
It's a wonder anyone still lives in a city the way it is now.
But I mean, Antom, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antom who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Huh. Right here.
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drown district.
I don't understand your...
Ah, falta activar. Para que activo eso de acá. Y después seguimos con la misión. Falta activar la de acá. Che, estoy yendo para cualquier lado. ¿Esta era? No. Ah, ya.
We're close to that camp where the Antom took that merchant's stolen sculptures. Okay, let's look around for that stolen art, or any sign of what the Antom are doing with it. Nothing here.
Still nothing.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art.
I've got a hunch we should check with him again.
O sea, esto fue una pista falsa.
Isn't there an Antom patrol you can get in front of?
That merchant who said the Antom stole his artwork? He's with the Venatori. I'll bet he caught us listening in.
Damn it. Bet he took off the second we left the market.
The note said the Antom are trading the art to Venatori collectors in exchange for rare magical components. The note doesn't say what the components are for, but the meeting location is a different Antom camp in the center of the city. Okay, we're close to the camp where Antom are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
It's those sneaks from the market. Kill them.
Thanks, Davern.
No problem.
How's that?
All right, let's find out what the Antom and the Venatori are actually doing here. This note is about Gatlock, that Kunari blasting powder. The Antom are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive. Much more explosive.
Well, look at what they can achieve when they work together.
We have to tell Taya and Viago.
So the gods gave the Venatori control of the Darkspawn, and the cult just bought it? They really think they'll have pet Darkspawn forever?
Trust me, they're that arrogant. But it's low, even for them. And my expectations were already rock bottom.
Better set them in the deep roads.
Good news?
The Venatori are helping the Antom make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antom's first targets.
Estamos en nivel 24. Hay una misión. ¿Cuántos puntos tenemos? 7. Bueno, eso los voy a guardar. A partir del nivel 25 ya empezaré a gastar, a mejorar por acá las habilidades. Había una a nivel 25, pero bueno, vamos esta. Claro, esta es jodida, mejor la dejo. Sigo con la principal. La cosa para acá me figura, ¿no? Sí, pero no dice, a ver si ya está para pasar. Ah, 4000.
When last we spoke, you intended to assault the cruel and the corrupt, in hopes of finding servants of Elganon and Gillenane. Has your search been successful?
You could say that. It looks like both the Venatori and the Antom are working for Elganon and Gillenane.
Unsurprising. The Venatori want magical secrets, and the Antom want to destroy anyone opposing their brutal expansion. Both will readily bow to anyone who promises them power.
And now we've seen that power firsthand. The Antom and the Venatori both have dragons doing their bidding.
Dragons? That is worse than I had feared.
Yeah. We drove off the one the Venatori brought into Minrathous. Barely.
Have you determined how the dragons are being directed? If it is blood magic, it may be possible to disrupt their control.
The dragons were blighted. We think that's what let the gods control them.
The blight. Of course.
The Blight seems to be the god's favored tool right now. We ran into Venatori who could control Darkspawn.
Elganon would not bestow such power unless the Darkspawn were to serve as the main force of his army. And I suspect Gillenane will see the Darkspawn as new subjects for her modifications.
We've already run into a few Darkspawn nobody has seen before. That's in addition to the Blighted Dragons.
That is the fate Elganon and Gillenane planned for this world then. Corruption and blighted slavery.
Stop acting like you're so much better than they are. Your bullshit ritual would have destroyed the world just as badly.
Do you truly believe my goal was to destroy this world?
I believe your goal, like you said, was to transfer the gods to a better prison. The one you're stuck in now. And you were willing to tear down the veil and destroy this world while you did so.
The veil is a wound I cut into the Fade in a moment of desperation, while making their prison. It should not exist. I had a host of spirits ready to help when the veil fell. They would have minimized the loss of life.
So, best guess, how many deaths? Hundreds? Thousands?
At least. Those deaths would have been on my conscience. But the world would once again be as it should be.
Oh, and here I was worried.
Many would have died, I know. But afterward, flowers would grow again.
Spoken like a god.
I am not a god. I am as I have always been. A man. All too aware of his failings. But equally aware that if he did not act, accepting the judgment it would bring, all would be lost. They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
Algo menos espanto.
I don't care what they call me. If they're calling me anything, it means they're still alive, and that's all that matters.
Acceptance. You are willing to face the consequences your actions may one day bring because the world needs you. I believe I can work with that. If the gods are using dragons, you will wish to find someone trained to fight them. Have you unlocked the Lighthouse Illuvian?
Yeah, we found the crossroads. It's still confusing, though.
I cannot help you from in here. You may need to find an expert in the magic of the Fade. And if the Darkspawn are to be Elganon's army, you will need Grey Wardens to fight them.
I've got a few of them. Their leaders don't trust me right now, though.
I have faith in you, Rook. You seem to have a knack for gaining the cooperation of your adversaries.
Solus thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
He's right, about the dragon hunter at least. Rook, when I was with the Inquisition, I saw some terrible things. But what happened to Treviso? I mean, so much death. Lucanus stayed behind. He said he'll be back soon, but at least you took care of yours.
We heard it but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
A dragon hunter would have helped him in Rathas, that's for sure.
Then we find one. Next time a blooded dragon comes calling, it'll be the last time it comes calling.
We can't forget the second dragon in Treviso. We should see how we can help, but we're without Lucanus until he's done helping the crows. Who knows how long?
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Just so we're clear, you're taking advice from this elven god, Solus. The Solus who tried to tear down the veil? You really trust him?
Ese Solas es un chamullero, un garca.
Of course I don't trust him. He's the only option we have. If it makes you feel better, we've checked every piece of information he gave us.
That does make me feel better.
So, a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters and see what turns up. Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities. Oh, sorry. Not relevant. I'll get a message through to a fate expert immediately.
See, Rook? Nothing to worry about.
All right. We all know what to do. Let's get going.
Bien, esto es misión principal, ¿no? Hablar con ellos. Por ahora no pasó nada acá. No pasamos de nivel tampoco.
The fires are lit.
Bueno, ahora podemos encantar los objetos y las habilidades también. ¿Qué es eso? Encantar es ponerle como un modificador. Lo bueno de esto es que no te cuesta nada. ¿Ves? Estos están capados. No cuesta nada hacer esto. Puedo encantar, incluso puedo encantar todos los objetos que yo quiera. Los que no tengo equipados también. Y encantar a los compañeros también. Bueno, vamos a poner, a ver, vamos a empezar con el casco. A ver cuáles están capados. Ah, este quería. Vamos a poner este entonces. Más vida para resistir más, ya que nuestros ataques gastan vida. Sí, vamos a poner resistencia. No se le puede poner obviamente a un mismo objeto el mismo encantamiento. Eso acá si yo toco me dice que está aplicado acá. Vamos a poner resistencia. En los anillos voy a poner para ver las habilidades. Control explosión. Voy a potenciar esta. Esta es la que más daño hago. Bueno, esto también, pero esta es zona proyectil. Es verdad, podría mejorarme esto también. Vamos control explosión, porque lo que voy a hacer es a uno le voy a poner, ¿ves? 25% de daño de técnica de explosión y al otro le voy a poner control. Entonces 25, 50% más de daño de técnica. El bastón. Daño de arma. Voy a poner daño de arma. O este también. El ataque final. Vamos a poner el amuleto. Daño crítico. Yo creo que voy a poner este. Ah, mira, hay un montón. No. Acumulaciones. Y estos. Quemadura. Daño contra barrera, armadura. Vamos a poner un Porque siempre hacemos crítico, así que lo aprovechamos. Desgaste. Ataque ágil. Aumentamos el daño. Desgaste. Y me pongo 40 de daño de frío. Ahora las habilidades. Este está bueno. Pero bueno, ahora está capado. Ah, encima es genial este. Está tremendo. Daño contra armadura, contra barreras. No, este. Bueno, esto porque está todo capado, esto después hay que cambiarlo. Desgaste, atenta contra armaduras. Vamos a poner los compañeros, le voy a poner a los que llevo siempre, ¿no? Contra barreras. Este que 10% de tiempo de recarga, quisiera de todos, ¿no? Bueno, no especifica. Vamos a poner ese. Daño físico. Daño físico añadido. Vamos a poner. Esto va a mejorar bastante.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Ravani treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
What do you know about what's going on in Ravane right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solus. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Ravane, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Kun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Ravane like they did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
All right. Guess we'll be ready. Thanks for finding a contact. There can't be that many professional dragon hunters around.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
Okay, Bellara, what's your lead on getting us a Fate expert for the team?
Good evening.
Greetings. Rook, so we need a Fate expert. I've been writing to a senior mage who fits the part. But right now he's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is Lady Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers. Mournwatch ones, I mean.
Your friend's request for a Fate expert was urgent. How darksome are things outside Navarra?
We've seen terrible magic. Old magic. It'll get worse unless we step up.
I see. Bellara's correspondent is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, a Fate expert and powerful psychagogue.
Where can I find him?
The professor is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately they grow restless.
Bueno, tenemos... Esos son los dos personajes que faltan, ¿no? Porque son 7 en total. Tenemos 5. Bueno, Lucani no volvió todavía. Igual va a volver porque ves, lo podemos configurar y todo, o sea, si no, no aparecería acá. Más cosas, ¿no? Bueno, ¿a quién vamos a ir primero? Vamos por la casa de dragones.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Rook. I'm very much hoping you're Tosh.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vincimer makes her lair there. We get her out, the Lords get in, we go home and get drunk. Might be more on Tom. Don't get in my way.
I've got a good feeling about her. So what's the plan exactly?
We need to lure the Vincimer out of her lair. I set bait, she comes out to eat. My partners loot the lair while she's out here. We'll find the bait on the beach.
said the dragon we're dealing with was a Vincemer.
Yeah, blue with a yellow belly. Breathes lightning.
Lightning? Well, that's dramatic.
We're not fighting her. Lords just want the horde in her lair.
Ah, no podemos todavía. Es una habilidad de Taz. Pero recién la estamos conociendo. Qué guapo que está la zona de Ribeño. Acá hay una cosa, pero bueno, todavía no puedo intentar.
On top ahead. Be ready. They go hard. Watch yourself. They have gatlock panels.
A ver cómo está.
us from a distance.
Aumentó el daño bastante.
I'm ready. Let's go. How's that? Got us at range. Watch it.
Come on. You're not bigger than me.
Not too bad.
So you've got no problem fighting other Kunari.
I'm from Ravane. Not like I follow the Qun.
You've got the arm ropes.
Sure. I wear a lot of stuff. You don't get to tell me who I am. Doesn't matter anyway. The Antam don't follow the Qun either. Not anymore.
The job with us. What made you want to take it?
I don't.
I thought you wanted us here to help you.
No.
Bueno, Taz es un personaje... Es el personaje polémico que... O sea, es muy buen personaje. Me hace acordar... O sea, a mí... que yo no suelo hablar mucho. Cuando digo algo a veces digo sí, no, así de sencillo, no suelo explayarme. Y Taz hace lo mismo, dice yeah. Sí. Y después también, pero esto no es lo polémico del personaje, lo polémico es que es el personaje que tiene le metieron la agenda. Que a veces saca la inversión en el juego. Por algunas conversaciones. Estos son ruinas de los guardas. Seguramente esto quedó abandonado porque... Es más, hay un grifo ahí. Cuando ya no hay engendros, a veces algunas las fortalezas las abandonan.
We're not fighting the dragon?
No. Vincimers eat big game, usually sea life. They're not hostile unless you do something stupid.
Like, poke around in its lair?
Right. So we lure her out, and the lords go in and grab anything shiny.
But you do kill dragons, right? You're a dragon hunter.
I kill them when they need killing. This one doesn't.
Mira, están los dibujos de los elfos. Ah, este es para mí. Yo pensé que era para el... Porque se parece a... que tiene velar, a ver. Mira, es igual. La misma skin. Mira, hay varios. Ahí rompimos esa pared.
All right, beach is up ahead.
Right. You said we'd find bait here?
Bait'll find us. Come on.
I don't like the sound of that. Deep stalkers, watch out!
Knew they'd find us.
So the deep stalkers are the bait.
Yep.
That's what works.
Quite a few of them.
Dragons have big stomachs.
Is it just me, or is that one meaner than the rest?
That's the pack leader. Take her down.
I think that's the last of them. Now what?
Now I get the fire going and make our dragon dinner. Good. She'll like it. And this potion will put her to sleep for a few hours. But we gotta get her attention. Use the horn up there. Come on, she'll be here soon.
So we held up our end of the bargain?
You did okay.
Right now, we're trying to take down evil god monsters and their blighted dragons.
What? That can't be right. Dragons don't get blighted. They're smart enough to avoid that crap.
However it's happening, the gods are using the blight to force dragons to attack people.
That's messed up. Somebody needs to stop them. I left the horn right up there. Can you sound it?
¿Cómo brilla la serpiente? Ese me parece el mismo material del bastón también. La serpiente del traje, me parece. There you go. A Tuskari.
Where are we headed?
That old Grey Warden fort. Anton might be there. I want to see what they're doing. If it's anything the Lords of Fortune need to worry about.
She responds to people blowing a horn.
This time.
You've left food for her before.
Took a while to get her used to it.
It sounds like you've got her trained.
You train a dog. You reach an understanding with a dragon. Vincimers are clumsy on land, better in the water. They cut the surface like a knife.
They swim?
They dive down after prey like a giant bird. Sometimes they stun schools of fish with their lightning. Gulp them all down in a single bite.
Esos dragones, el que está diciendo el violeta con amarillo aparecen en el Inquisition también. Son los que tiran rayos. O sea, además del... O sea, está el clásico, el de fuego, el de hielo y el eléctrico. El de hielo no suele tener cuernos, tiene la cabeza como una tortuga.
Well, that was close.
Letting us know she sees us. Might also be her way of saying thanks for the food.
Bueno, acá hay un par de cosas.
Someone put a lot of work into these fortifications. Why'd they leave?
This used to be a big Grey Warden outpost. They left after the Darkspawn stopped coming.
Bueno, ahí está, ahí es lo que yo dije antes. Bueno, estas estatuas hay que alinearla con lo que estaba arriba. Derecha, izquierda, atrás. Mira, apareció esta. Para, quiero ver una cosa. Era jugabilidad, era orientación. A ver, voy a dejarlo así. Esto sí, para que marque lo del objetivo por... Entonces los objetos ya no van a brillar, supuestamente.
So the Antam are here.
Let's check inside the fort. I want to see what they're doing.
Ya, ahí tenemos un objeto, a ver. Siempre pulsar y que hay que pulsar la N. A ver. Ah, ahí está. Pero si lo saco, a ver, voy a sacarlo. Si me acerco me marca, ¿no? El circulito me marca. Ah, este es un coso de... para recargar. ¿Ves? Ahora esto no brilla, porque antes brillaba en dorado. Si aprieto la N no pasa nada. Sí, yo a veces lo voy a dejar así porque... parece más natural, porque si no, si brilla, ¿viste? Queda como medio artificial. Queda como más serio. El otro siempre está brillando. ¿Ves? Pero bueno, me marca el circulito, con eso ya... bien.
Shit. More on Tom. You're not even supposed to be here.
We're under fire.
Enemies in range.
Good to go. Got him in range. Watch it.
Weak dust people? I'll show you weak dust people!
Got us in the distance.
Come on,
got through
let's
that.
keep looking.
So the Antom took over the outpost after the Grey Wardens abandoned it?
Yeah. Ravain and the Canary were at peace forever. Then the Antom broke away from the Qun and invaded. But Canary builders are part of a different caste. They didn't break away. So the Antom take over old forts like this instead of building their own.
No podemos todavía. Estamos en la misión. Hay un montón de cofres ahí. Hay uno que está arriba, debe ser ahí. Claro, ahora las escaleras a veces se ven mejor, porque antes se veía todo dorado.
Grapples, nets. The Antom are going after the Vincemer.
But the dragon can handle that.
Not after I drugged her. Come on. They've been watching. They knew I drugged her to make her sleep. Assholes!
About to have a
got us in range.
Got us in range. Watch it. Ready.
Taking fire.
Under fire. Watch it.
Enemies in range. Watch for incoming.
Got it covered.
Ready.
All set.
Bueno, esta zona se nota que hay muchas cosas para hacer, que bueno, después más adelante, cuando vengamos. Bueno, ahí no podemos subir porque parece ser que hay que ir de ese lado, ¿no?
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey! I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benarie Bala! Atash Martarost! Asit Tarala! Kyuto!
Yunasi Pesida.
Tarala!
Come on!
They've got us in range.
Es Scorpio tal.
Got us at range.
It's got the range.
Got us in the distance. Ready when you are. Nice move, Rook. Under fire. Watch it. Got us at range. Watch it.
They're at range.
We're under fire. Look out.
They've got us at range.
I'm ready.
So, you breathed fire.
Yeah? Can't say I was expecting that.
Were we supposed to know this? Because I don't remember you mentioning it.
We can talk later. Let me know when you're ready. I'll burn the chains off the dragon.
What'll she think of us when we free her?
Hopefully she'll just fly off.
Hopefully. Should I cross my fingers?
Esperemos que se vaya volando. Bueno, esto ya lo había explorado. Creo que tenemos 8 puntos. Ya podemos empezar a mejorar acá. Esta de zona. Vamos a poner esto. Estoy mejorando este, pero estaba pensando o sea, a NEP la voy a llevar siempre. ¿Para qué voy a, claro, ¿para qué voy a mejorar esto? Si no le puedo poner alguna que sea y entorpece a sus enemigos. Este ralentiza, este le podría poner. sea, este sigue el objetivo. Aumenta el daño. El daño por impacto aumenta en 10% cada segundo. Pero no provoca enfriamiento esto. Vamos a poner ahí. Vamos a poner ahí. Dash no le puedo. Qué raro igual que tenga 3 habilidades. Esta se la vamos a poner ahí. Este no lo vamos a usar. Pero bueno, doy este. Ah, esto. No. Vamos a dejar así. Ahora no podemos toquetear porque hasta que no la reclute.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted, another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader. Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
Wonderfully done, Tash. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
Bueno, ahí está Isabela, que es de Dragon Age 2. La pirata.
It almost looks like a rune. Does it do anything?
Shit, I hope not.
It conveys knowledge. While not as impressive as a magical explosion, it can still change the world.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Kunari artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
Wait, were you not aware of this? Our contact here said you'd agreed to join us.
Didn't Shathan... I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Nope.
Whoops. Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tash. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam. I will prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Finek. Rook, you will keep her safe.
Me cae bien.
Well, it must be nice to have your mother so involved in your life. Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
Bueno, ya la tenemos a Tash. Mira, ya hay conversaciones, hay de todo ya. Nuevas misiones.
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yep. For gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
So why did the Lords of Fortune care enough about dragons to have a dedicated dragon hunter?
Lots of great old crap ends up in dragon hordes.
Why do dragons care about gathering treasure? It's not like they go to the market.
Dragons like metals and gems. Anything glittery catches their eye.
Huh, so they're like really large magpies?
Kinda. And they live for centuries. Lots of time to gather a bunch of shiny crap. Plus all the gear carried by idiots who thought they could kill a dragon.
Bet you deal with a lot of nasty traps during those treasure hunts.
Yep.
What's the most complicated one you've dealt with?
Old elven armory. Had letters on tiles. Probably supposed to spell out the name of a god or something.
Probably.
I don't read elven. Found handholds in the ceiling and swung across.
That sounds more like a puzzle than a trap.
Ugh. Puzzles.
See, I like some puzzles, but not when they're just thrown in.
Right?
I ran into one while traveling with Varric. It was one of those who sits in which seat things.
Ugh. Where the guy with an axe has to sit to the left of the guy who likes brandy?
Exactly. Who cares that much about seating arrangements? Why is that controlling the lock on an ancient treasure chest?
It's Vashidon. Just pick a chair.
I'd appreciate it if you avoided fencing any of the elven artifacts, unless Ballara tells you it's okay.
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
Most of us shadow dragons are wanted for worse than theft. But if some lords are in it for themselves...
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it. That's what my mother does with the Kunari stuff.
So your mother appraises Kunari artifacts the Lords of Fortune find?
Yeah. She tells them how rare something is, how much it might be worth. Also tells them if they found something cultural.
Cultural?
You know, important. Stuff you don't want going to some rich noble's collection. The Lords send that stuff back to the Canary in Parvalin. They pay the Lords a finder's fee.
Interesting. The Lords do all this out of the goodness of their hearts?
We do get paid. Name another job where you get danger pay for killing giant spiders.
Right. For gold and glory.
The Lords are good people. They helped my mother when she came here from Kantar. She got here with nothing but me and the clothes on her back. The only skill she had was Canary history. The Lords gave her work.
Huh. How does the Ravani Royal Guard feel about the Lords of Fortune?
They used to complain about us, but that was before the Antam invaded Ravane.
And now Ravane sees the benefits of having a bunch of heavily armed people on their side.
Same for the Pirate Armada. It's bigger than Ravane's official navy. But we're also helping save old artifacts. The Antam are burning ruins as they move south. We get artifacts out before the Antam destroy them. Magical stuff. Cultural stuff. Stuff you don't want to lose.
We should do this again. Grab a drink, share our tallest tales.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Ravane later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat or traps?
Nah.
All right. Just let me know when.
Bueno, una misión de compañera, ¿no? Ah, tenemos más cosas acá. Encima que tenemos esa misión hay que ir. Hay dos signos de admiración. Bueno, Tash se va a instalar acá. Tenemos ahí, acá.
Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the Lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Bueno, eso... ¿Dónde están ellos? Los señores de la fortuna, acá. Están acá. Ah, no, acá no, acá. No. Pero es en Rivine. Acá está la tienda de la señora de la fortuna. Y hay una serie de misiones que se las haces. Son como unos retos, te dan objetos, recompensas. Hay que ir a charlar con los demás.
Manifestation.
Mira, ahora cómo cambió esto. Ya empezó a poner plantas.
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter? Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Or she would be, if there was still an Inquisition. I suppose she just works for the Inquisitor now?
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thetis from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Why isn't she here? We could use a hand.
Charter entrusted the search for Solus to Varric, to us. The world's large, and she's got many things to deal with.
So, how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
And the Inquisitor's advisors? What about them?
Of all of them, I'd say Josephine is my favorite. She's lovely. She still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeaux every year on my name day. Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes, and I would share the tea that my ma sent. He's from Ferelden too. Maybe it reminded him of home.
What about Liliana? I heard she's intense.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's not nearly as terrifying as she sounds. Oh, I passed her in the Great Hall one day, and she suddenly turned and asked me if I wanted a nug.
A nug? Those small pink rodent things? What for?
She loved them and made a hobby of breeding them as pets.
So, did you take the nug?
No! What am I gonna do with a nug?
But you did know people from the Inquisitor's inner circle, didn't you?
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Sarah was a puppy with a new toy. 100 new toys. Fun, if you can handle the mess. She was really the only one who could make Rainier, well, Blackwall then, let down his guard. Otherwise, he kept to himself and stuck to the stables. We'd talk when I visited the horses. And there was Cole, of course.
The spirit boy?
Yep. I was just sitting on the walls one day, and he asked if he could join my game.
Like a card game?
Nah, just good old people watching. Must have seemed like a game to him somehow. We'd pick strangers out of the crowd and try to say something about them. Like, ooh, she heard the joke yesterday and she's still trying not to laugh. Or one of Cole's. His eyes remind her of the ones beneath her bed.
Who stores eyes under their bed? I'm partial to a nice wall display myself.
Well, that's one interpretation that never occurred to me. Thanks.
You're welcome. Wasn't Cole an empath? He must have been great at this game.
Aha, but the rule was you couldn't say anything you actually knew. He got it in the end. I think.
So you didn't ask him if you guessed right?
Well, being right wasn't the point. Making a habit of seeing people was. I think he liked that. It's why you don't miss.
So tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
It wasn't as bad where I was, but I remember the demon-spitting sky holes.
Nothing like demon-spitting sky holes to bring people together, huh? I made friends. Rector, Faulkner, others.
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right. Like Charter.
Well, charter's charter, but when the other two and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
Es un idiota.
You mean it's hard not to be lonely when you're a pompous ass?
Something like that.
You can say it, you know. Try it out. Solus is a pompous ass.
Maybe he is, but I can still feel sorry for him, can't I? Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later?
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
Or you could just bring along a really big sword.
Only if you know what to do with it. You hit a rageling in the flank, you'll just send him into a frenzy.
And these will help?
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
Who you doing it for?
Balmor, that imbecile in Teventer, lecturing on things he doesn't know about. And Ludric over in Ravane thinks taking a rock wraith down with a lucky shot makes him a champion.
What do you care? Jealous?
Of course not. I just think the experts should have some actual expertise. Tosh could learn a thing or two.
Ouch.
I get it. She knows dragons. But what about fighting a Sylvan or a Dartmonger? Don't tell me I'm using the wrong blade.
You want pictures of monsters? I can provide some corpses.
A corpse? Nah. Now if you pose next to a Vartero still breathing down your neck, I'll think about it.
Where's the Gloomhowler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Makes sense. He'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half-lion, half-eagle swim?
Don't know. Asan?
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. See you around.
Bueno, también, que ahora que presto atención, las conversaciones, por más que sean esas que son pasajeras, le suben la experiencia a los compañeros. Esto seguro debe ser una misión de Nev, me parece.
You're up late.
You're awake to notice.
Can't sleep? I know, I'm awake to ask.
I sleep when I can get it. And this place, it's too quiet for that.
No tavern goers, no late night carts, no cats trying to claim the alley behind your house.
The Mirathus lullaby.
Okay, what works then? How do you sleep?
I don't know. Chase the right bastard through the wrong ritual? It'll knock you right out. Of course, you might wake up with a new accessory.
Did you get the bastard?
Yeah, I got him. It's not the quiet. I never could sleep once work gets in my head. But what's got you up at night?
Yo duermo a pierna suelta.
Tonight? I don't know. It's not like I've got problems sleeping.
Aren't you lucky?
Exhaustion. Works like a charm.
Restlessness catches. Get one person in a room nervous, the whole place twitches. One person can't sleep. It's only getting later. Get out while you can.
And if it's already too late?
Don't tell me you're a lost cause.
I might be.
I know the feeling.
Qué raro, una conversación nomás. Pues si tenía signo de admiración, tenía que ser una misión. Bueno, ahora tenemos varias cosas. Me gustaría tener compañía. Estamos a nivel 25, ¿no? Sí. Ya podríamos hacer esa. Podría ser esta. Toma. Sí. Esta es la de los guardianes de la fortuna, ¿no? Esa es la única que... podría ser esta. Y después continúo con la de Tash. Pues ahí tenemos misiones también. Una vez que haga todo, ya me mando ahí. Vamos a buscar al experto en el más allá. A ver, a Darwin, ¿cómo lo puedo configurar? Solamente voy a usar este. Tenemos este. Que llama al enemigo. Bueno, lo dejamos así. En el caso de él lo dejo así. A ver, Tash, ahora sí la podemos configurar. Le mejoramos este primero, el que detona. Los objetos, bueno, recién arranca. Tiene el traje que es buena contra dragones. Igual recién arranca.
They've got the relic vault squared away well enough.
Acá
Get
ya,
all your god-killing implements right here.
ya había vendido, me parece. ¿Sí?
Send your friends my way. Tell them Amelia.
I've never seen anything like this. The whole forest is in chaos.
Tenemos que avanzar ahí, seguramente es por esta parte.